Hi, I'm Patty Wilson. My business is The Spiritual Coach, and I practice intuitive counseling as well as theta healing. And I'm talking today a little bit more about beliefs and how beliefs affect our ability to move forward in life and often keep us stuck from moving forward in life. I was talking previously about core beliefs, which are, when we think of our beliefs, we think of beliefs that we've developed in this lifetime. Those are the ones that we're mostly aware of. And we can often kind of reflect back to our early childhood when these beliefs are formed. And we can kind of see where our thinking comes from and how that thinking can hold us back. But we have beliefs other than just core beliefs that are from this lifetime, which makes clearing beliefs and change kind of tricky. We also have beliefs that are ancestral, and they are beliefs that were held by an ancestor, going even generations back. And I will give an example of a client that I worked with, a young man who carried the beliefs of a grandparent who had lived through a war. And his experience of life was much like he was living in a war zone. And he responded to life that way, he perceived it that way, and ultimately those were his beliefs. They were kind of not conscious beliefs, but once we did a little digging, he began to acknowledge that, yeah, that was how he saw it, and that it really was the belief of an ancestor. So we really cleared that one quickly. It's getting in the way. The second, or actually it's the third, if you consider core beliefs and ancestral beliefs, is past life beliefs. And often when I'm working with people, I see I'm shown past lives by spirit, and I see that there are barriers and beliefs from that life, many that are common. Again, we often kind of repeat or a very similar theme from lifetime to lifetime, but not always. And some of them are really, really problematic. And if you don't know you have them, they're even more problematic. About 85% of our beliefs are unconscious, which you can begin to see that this journey of living our life and trying to evolve and grow emotionally and spiritually is a bit of a challenge, given that so much is unconscious. But at this past life level, it's interesting, some of the things that come up. I'll just give you an example. If it's the same, it kind of makes sense. It's sort of reassuring or reaffirming, I guess. But if it's different, it can really throw you for a loop, because you can't make changes if you're holding on to a belief that you don't even have a clue about. So one example was a belief that a client had, that if he ever truly loved someone, he would hurt them. And he had spent many decades, I think he was in his 40s by the time he worked with me, and he had lovely man, very loving and caring, but he had never been able to fall in love, and he was really longing for this. Once I was told that he had that belief, I was able to very rapidly clear it, and I believe it was 4 days later that he met his soulmate. So it was a great example of how past life issues unconsciously kind of carry on in this life. So understanding your core beliefs is essential to change, and it's not always easy to get at them. Good. Okay, I guess that was a good summary.